Look at this guy. I told him first question. First question for Raw Wrench Ray. How did I get big like this? Hold on.
You adjusted? You good now?
Let me tighten this up.
There you go. See, you're doing it.
Man, what's been up, big dog? People have been missing you, man. They ask me where you're at every day.
Not a lot. Just been busy working, and I try to pop in when I can. It's a lot of your lives are during the day, so it's hard for me to pop in.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm good. I just been working. How's everybody doing? Good?
Man, they've been missing you. They're like, where's Ray at? Is Ray okay? They're just going crazy, man. They miss you.
Well, I try to get in there. I'm good though. Everybody, I'm good. I'm glad to be here. Glad to see my boy Colby. A couple more weeks,
man. We were just talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy, bro? A lot of people went and I got tickets from our community to come to Denver. So we're gonna meet a lot of people that are like from
really? Oh, cool.
From this chat, dude. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. So a lot of people from the chat went and they're already going to CrimeCon?
We're gonna meet them. They're gonna be there.
Are they gonna do the meet and greet, or are we just gonna meet them somewhere?
I hope so. I haven't said anything like that because I didn't want to. When we have the meet and greet, I don't know what the layout is, so we got to go get a feel for it first. I'm just gonna be real. We got to go see what it's like in there. We got to get it. But the problem is we don't have a lot of time to acclimate. It's not like we get to go there and spend a whole day in there figuring out what the landscape of the spot.
True, but when are you going to get there? Thursday, or when do you get there?
Yeah, so dude, I got to drive.
You do?
Yeah, 12 hours.
So you have to drive, or you want to drive?
No, like it's a back and forth thing about if I need to drive or not. So I'm like, dude, I'm not doing this. We're driving. Because I'm not going to get up there and have my head pressure pop.
Yeah.
Kelsey, first question.
Okay, so I got a little tip. Are you ready?
Yes, tell me.
So one, it's my bloodlines.
Right.
The Mexican Italian bloodlines. So I tan a little easier. But two, we have a river. When you come up here and come chill for a couple weeks, I'm going to take you and the family. There's this river that we have, the Snake River. You remember that, right, Colby?
Yeah, it's beautiful too.
Yeah, there's a place called Warm Slough, and it is just like a big lazy river. It's maybe waist deep.
Okay.
So I do that twice a week when I'm stressed, or me and Christy want to get some sun after I get off shift at like 4:00. We're out. So I'm there a couple times a week.
Man. And they just look down there like, what is the Terminator doing floating down the river? Look at this freaking big dude.
No, I promise you that's not what you're saying.
Please tell me you got your Speedo on, though, on the river, man. Because you got to get an even tan, though.
Yeah, I put my Speedo on, but it's the thong Speedo.
You said it without a thought. We were in the house.
Absolutely.
We had the other day, we had someone saying how much they want to see a few of the CrimeCon cast in Speedos. I was not on that list. But
yes,
you and Nate were on the list.
No. if I'm on that list, you're on that list.
Listen, man. Listen. This is not. It's called 50 Shades of Ray, not Colby. It doesn't hit the same.
That's a good rhyme, though. I like that. I'm gonna have to use that one, Colby.
Yeah. See, I'm Ice Cold. You're 50 Shades of Ray, man. That's better than the Raw Ranch.
Yeah, absolutely.
And dude, we got.
Go ahead.
We got people so ready for this cruise if we do one, man. Speaking of getting tan and going, people want this cruise. They're dead serious. We got travel agents emailing us everything.
Really? Let's figure out how to do it.
I know we could do it on a Carnival cruise, but I've heard some things about Carnival, man. I don't want to put us in a bad position here.
Yeah, I've seen a couple TikToks about Carnival.
Yeah, so that one I'm hesitant. Maybe we'll figure it out. I'm sure there's got to be a way, dude. If I emailed them and I'm like, hey, we have this many people who all want to do a group, there's no shot that they wouldn't be like, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, I think they would. And I think you would fill all those slots too.
Yeah. Everybody be out there going crazy. I don't know, man. We'd have to do something fun every single day. Meet up on the deck. Ice cream eating challenge.
We could do something. Yeah, absolutely.
We
Every
have
day's a
to.
different thing.
That's what I'm saying. We'd be doing
Yeah.
shuffleboard, karaoke,
Yep.
drinks with Ray. We'll do a
And
one-on-one.
Colby. Let's see how many umbrellas you can fit in your drink at one time.
Dude, you think I won't get a whole thing of daiquiris to myself nowadays? I'm just gonna raise my hand up. Another daiquiri, please.
Heck yeah, I think you should.
Dude, that's what's so funny is like thinking about what we're gonna be doing at CrimeCon. You know, I'm just like, how do you feel about doing something like this at this level? Because this is new for both of us.
Yeah, man. And I know you're better at public speaking than I am, but I get super anxious public speaking. I'm like everybody. I hate to be up in front of people talking.
Right.
So with the amount of people that are going, I think it's like
I know
3,200, I think Nate said.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm going to be nervous. I'm going to be nervous.
Dude. Yeah, dude.
Are you going to be nervous at all?
You know what? I don't know, man. Like, I just don't know. Cause like I wasn't nervous. I'll give you only one example that I can give you that was the most public speaking that I've done which is doing the statements. That's about as public when people are staring at you and you have something you have to say. And I wasn't nervous for anybody looking at me. I think you're just nervous to deliver. So if we're up there together and we're all just talking, I think I'm gonna be okay. But I mean, we'll see. You might see me before, and I'm gonna throw up on my sweater, man. All spaghetti out here.
We have to do something walking out. I don't know how he's gonna call us out.
Yeah,
but we can't just walk normal. Like we're gonna.
No, dude. No. I told Kelsey. She said, "Don't do it." I said, "I'm gonna do the Michael Scott twirl, where you stop and you twirl and then you hit them with the guns and just be the biggest nerd, or piggyback each other. One of us piggies in, one of us piggies out, man."
Yeah, there you go. I saw your dance moves.
You saw what I can do. You can see my.
I saw your. What was it? Was it Drake? Was it Drake?
It was a Kendrick. It was Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Yeah, not like us.
I like your dance moves.
I'm not bad with it though. Dude, you know what I got roasted for the most on that? I make that video just to make fun of the situation, and people are like, "Why do you have one sleeve on your leg?" I'm like, "It's a leg sleeve from when you have tendonitis, jerks."
Yeah.
They're like, "Why do you have one sleeve on your leg?" I'm like, "Because I hurt my knee. That's why."
Yeah. Some people don't know. What I was going to tell you, Colbs, is Thursday, if you, depending on what time you get in, let's go look at the layout, figure out where the gym's at, because I'm going to need to work out.
We both have to go work out, dude.
Yeah. We're going to have to do something to take a little of the nerves away.
Yeah, dude. I think that place looks nice, so we'll have some space. There's a lazy river there, but I don't know how the weather rocks out in Denver in just a couple weeks. I don't know if it's still nice, if it's getting colder, but if that lazy river's out there, I'm gonna be out there swimming. You got to enjoy it.
Yeah, let's just do it. Even if it's for 5 minutes, let's just do it.
That's what I'm saying. And you know what? I think the biggest thing is I think at this point they've released the schedule, right? So people know when the panel day is. I don't know how that works, but
have you looked at the schedule?
Yeah, I saw it on there. I saw some of the stuff on there. So I just know that we're going first.
Yeah, after ours, I think we're golden to do whatever.
Yeah, dude. Because if people are there, we do the meet and greet, and that ends at like whatever time. We got time to go grab dinner. We'll see what's up. Like, I've never really been in Denver. What they got going on over there?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've only been to Denver a couple of times. I went and watched a Rockies game one time when I was a little younger, but I really haven't hung out there. So yeah, I'm good with whatever. There is one thing I want to see. You're probably too young for this. John Benet Ramsey's dad's going to be there. Have you looked at that case at all? Bro, look at that case. I think it's a late 90s case, early 90s. Little 6-year-old girl that was killed. Still never solved, but her dad is going to be there and talk.
Holy crap, dude. That was the one thing. Dude, I was thinking to myself, like, some of the people we're going to meet that's going to be crazy. Some people who are there for the same reasons, like to be able to talk about what's happened. You know what I mean? That's crazy. And that's heavy too.
It'll be a good one. But yeah, man, I'm excited to hang out with you.
I know. Okay, question. If you go and you rock with it and we both wanted to do it, would you do it again? Because I know they run these things all over the place. That's a question for you. If you get a good experience, hopefully.
If I get a good experience
Right.
and you're willing to do it again,
I'd do it. Yeah. You do it again?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at too.
Yeah.
Because if we want to do it, I would want to do it with you. And obviously I'm in that place where I'd be like, okay, I think Nate's gonna take care of us. You know? I think that's one of the things you got to be like, yeah, I don't want to get like sit there with some random person who's just gonna throw crap out there.
Yeah, and Nate's pretty good with that. I mean, he's pretty respectful. He understands kind of where we're at too, which is going to help a ton.
Yeah, exactly. And we got a lot of people in here, man. They're trying to figure out if Ray's a single guy. Listen, my guy, he's flexing through the shirt. I know. Just chill.
Should we flex? I don't know.
just shut down the live and we're gonna start ripping the shirts. It's Magic Mike time. I'm gonna turn music on. Everybody go for it, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. You excited about your Raiders this year?
Okay, let's talk Raiders for a minute. Let's talk Raiders. We're gonna have to have some side bets.
Yeah.
On the Chief Raider game for sure.
For sure.
But yes, I am excited. I'm excited for the new head coach.
Yeah.
The running back, who is a Boise State running back.
Yep.
Aston Janty. He's going to be good, I think. We picked up some good guys, but I, as a Raider fan, bro, like I've never gotten my hopes up in the last 25 years.
Yeah, I'm sure. Did you ever, was it hard for you from being from Cali to watch them go to Vegas, or was that not a problem for you?
No, I liked when they were in Oakland. I went to an Oakland game. I went to a bunch of when there were Los Angeles Raiders when I was little. So it was hard to watch them go to Vegas just because to me, it's too touristy. You know what I mean? Like it's really not Raider fans there. It's more, I want to go to Vegas and then let's go watch a football game.
Yeah, dude. When you go to Vegas, though, you don't feel like it's a place where people really live, like in the city. Like I know people live there, but like it doesn't feel like it feels like an in and out type of thing. So there's no like home base, and like the NBA talks about doing that all the time and bringing that, and like bringing a franchise to Vegas. I'm like, it's just not the same thing.
Yeah,
that's just not one of those places. That's not one of those places that you feel, I don't know, that home pride. It feels like, you know what I'm saying? You're there to hang out.
Yeah, and tell me what you think about the Chiefs this year,
dude. Everybody, every dog has his day. We've been rocking for a long time. I started liking the Chiefs when I moved there for college because I was in Kansas and they caught my attention. So they weren't even like that good yet. They were just a playoff team. And I really liked the combo between Travis Kelce and Mahomes because I wanted to play tight end at that point. So I was still in between of playing basketball or football, and my position was tight end. So I noticed him being so dominant, right? And I really liked now I can't believe I just forgot his name. Who's the guy who's 88 for the Chiefs?
Tony Gonzalez.
Yes, Tony. Yes, I used to watch his highlights because I was obsessed with like being a really athletic tight end. So that was what I like started to love, and then they just got so good. But you can only go so long, in my opinion. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, you can, but you're built like a tight end too. Like you've got the height. And everybody's noticed with these pictures, you tower over me, right? What are you, pictures? Like 6'7"?
Yeah, I'm close to 6'8", man. Close to 6'8".
You're tall, but you've got that tight end build. I mean, yeah. And you look like Travis Kelce. I said that.
Everybody, dude, I know. Oh my gosh, I told you I had that guy stop me. He goes, "What are you doing? What are you doing in the middle?" Because I had my Chiefs shirt on at the gas station. He goes, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "What do you mean? What am I doing here? I'm getting gas. What are you doing here?" Crazy, dude.
That's funny. Yeah, I think you guys are going to be good today or this year.
Yeah, me too.
I got to tell you, I hate Mahomes.
Really? Why?
Because he's good, and he's not on the Raiders. and he's on the Chiefs. But I hate how he tilts his head all the time when he walks off the field, and I think he's kind of a crybaby.
That's true. Some of my favorite players, man, they have their flaws. They have their flaws. I'll give him that. He's quirky, man. He's just a quirky guy. But when you can go and you do a Madden move where you fall and there's someone on the other side and you can't even see over your freaking big old 7-foot center and you flick it and it just hits him dead chest. There's nothing like that. I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah, there's no question he's got talent. Yeah, I mean, I felt the same way with Tom Brady.
Look at this girl talk. She doesn't want us to talk. They don't want to hear the football stuff from us. We could go all night on it.
Let's talk about Kelsey. Let's talk about pre-workout and how much everybody needs it.
You know what? Kelsey and I used to, when we first started dating, we were taking like Walmart crappy $20 pre-workout, like stuff that they just throw it in. It's nasty. So now I told you I take rice, right?
Yeah.
I would do anything to watch Kelsey take one scoop of rice because she's been working out with me.
Oh,
it'd
cool.
Be 395 milligrams caffeine. I take a smaller scoop now, though. I take more, like maybe almost like a half of that. And now it's got the beta, though. She hates the beta because the beta makes you so itchy and so tingly. She hates it.
Yeah, I've never been on crack, but that's what it seems to me like it would feel like. Like your skin is just crawling.
Dude, did I tell you my pre-workout story that got banned? The pre-workout I took got banned and pulled. Mm-hmm. Okay, I got to tell you this because we're on the subject.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, first of all, we got to answer this. Yes, no, maybe. Thank you both so much for your wives and families from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to both of you so much for your wives and families from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Thank you.
So when I was 18, they had this stuff called ESP. And I was working at the gym, and we had a guy who ran a supplement shop inside the gym. Little corner, ran it. So you go in there and grab a cup. So I go grab a cup of, I'm trying different pre-workouts. I take it, and I'm like, telling my best friend, I'm like, dude, I don't feel normal. Like, I feel like he's superhuman. This is not like pre-workout. This is something else. That was the first time I ever dunked. Okay, I'd been practicing 6 months trying to dunk on a regular basis. I dunked that day. I never felt that weird after, though. After we got done working out, I'm like, man, I've never felt this way. It got pulled for having traces of methamphetamine chemicals in it and got pulled from it and got completely banned and pulled apart. And they came out way later with a completely new recipe that had nothing in it. But the chemicals, like the stuff they put in it, had like some wild stuff in it. And so I've never been like that before, man.
I've never had that one.
Yeah.
But how tall are you, honestly? Because you talk about dunking the ball.
So I'm 6'2". I was told my whole life I was 6'3". Kelsey didn't believe me. I went in there. The doctor, she said she's going to take an inch off of my height because I was wearing shoes. I'm like, look, all the doctors told me I'm 6'3". But it's hard to dunk. People are like, if I was 6 foot, I'd be dominant at basketball. I'm like, dude, you need a 30, almost 40-inch vertical to dunk a basketball at, even if you're not at like 6'5". So it's hard, dude. It's not easy. And it's not like I can just jump. I'm a heavier person. I weigh like 215, 220 on a regular basis unless I'm lean.
So did you play basketball in high school?
So I played basketball at a tiny little charter school, and then I ended up getting a scholarship to go to Kansas and play. But I always thought I was going to play football because I grew up in Texas. I wanted to play at Westlake. Westlake is where like Drew Brees played. A bunch of these huge NFL stars went to Austin, Texas and played at Westlake specifically for that. So I thought I was bred for that. And then I got pulled here to Arizona. And then I fell in love with basketball. I don't know what it was. Just fell in love with it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm nowhere near 6'3", obviously, right? I'm probably maybe 5'7", 5'8".
You told
me here's the thing. I was like 5'10", but the older I get, the more I shrink.
There you go. You can do it. You were 6'2", and now it went down.
No, I'm 5'8". But But those little dudes like Muggsy Bogues, those guys were smaller than 5'8", can dunk a ball.
Oh, it's scary. Like
Crazy.
Freaking 5'6". They're just, it doesn't even look real. It looks like they could put their foot on top of your head and dunk a basketball. It just doesn't make any logical sense.
Bro, it's crazy. Yeah.
I know. Have you ever seen Nate Robinson? Dude's 5'9". He won the dunk contest a bunch of times, and then he almost played for the Seahawks. He's just an athlete. He's an athlete from another planet, dude.
Nate
from
Robinson.
Another planet. You got to look him up, dude. He's crazy athletic. He is one of those dudes, like, you've never seen a human being that muscular and that athletic and that fast. Like, he doesn't make sense. He's one of those guys where I'm like, dude, if I could be that athletic at this height, I would be him. It wouldn't even be funny. I would be in the Hall of Fame. That guy's so athletic at his height, dude.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't think I've heard of him. He didn't play basketball though, right?
Yeah, he played in the NBA.
Did he play for hold on. Was it the Spurs? Rob?
He played for New York and a bunch of other teams, but he won the dunk contest like 3 years in a row at his height, dude. I was like, dude, what the frick? The dude jumped over a 7-footer, cleared him. He just was not normal. And the thing about him, dude, when like you look at guys who have like really, really athletic builds, he's a bigger guy. He holds muscle like crazy. And so to watch someone that small in the NBA, like clear people and dunk like crazy, like really dunk, not just tip dunk, like put it in. I was like, my gosh.
There's some freaks out there, man, with that talent and that athleticism. It's crazy.
I know. Were you a football player? What were you doing?
I played football up until high school.
Yeah.
And then I played baseball my entire life. So I played baseball through high school.
Really?
Yeah, baseball was my sport.
Yeah.
So I love baseball. I love football though. I wasn't big enough.
Dude, I wish I would have played baseball. I'm going to put Carter in baseball just to give him a chance, to let him try it. If he loves it, I'd love for him to try it out. I wish that and track I would have definitely done. So I hope I can get my kids to at least try everything. And if they don't like it, they don't have to do it. But
the one thing I do like about baseball is it's a team sport, but your talent is your talent. Like the hard work you put in hitting or fielding, like that's all you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This is another big question. What is Ray sipping on?
Let's take some guesses. What do you think? What do you guys think?
What do you guys think? I think I know it to the T what it is, but I'm not going to say anything. I want them to guess.
I think Colby. Yeah. This is a variation though, so I don't think this is what I normally do.
Okay, then
what I normally do.
Yeah. Okay, Ryan thinks it's someone says Slow-Mo said a daiquiri. You got some tea over here. Buffalo Trace.
Oh, Buffalo Trace. I love Buffalo Trace. I've had that before. I like that. This is
rum and coke.
Okay, that's a good guess.
Jameson orange, whiskey sour.
Okay.
Kelsey says whiskey and coke.
Okay, Kelsey's hit it. Like that's my go-to.
Right.
Whiskey and coke. And Colby, you knew that.
I don't know what this is. Go tell us,
this
please.
This is actually Red Bull and vodka.
Ooh. You be making some drinks. Where's your umbrella? You told me you have an umbrella.
Who's tried the Red Bull and vodka? Anybody?
Man, bro.
No?
Let's see.
It's pretty good.
You got the vodka ginger ale.
I haven't tried that one. That sounds pretty good too, though.
Oh, you fancy, Ray? That's the one.
No, Ray is not fancy. I'm pretty easy, actually.
Let's see. Monica says, you guys are a ray of, she said ray like that, of a bright light tonight. Keep smiling. My 29-year-old son made a U.S. Army sergeant today. God bless our U.S. military and law enforcement and first responders. That's awesome.
Congrats. That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations. Proud mom.
That's awesome. Only a daiquiri for me. Yeah, I'll take a daiquiri. All right, so let me be real with you. And I know we talked about this personally. I'm not the biggest drinker, okay? I had my phase. And at that phase, I was a dry guy. I would just no mixing. It was just straight drinks. I would drink straight vodka. Felt nothing. Yeah, nasty stuff, man. I was a young guy though. I was young. Right. So one night we did all the mixes, man. I had, you know, the one, what's the one that makes me think of Arnold Schwarzenegger that tastes like liquor, black licorice? Is that Jaeger?
Jägermeister.
My gosh, that's not for me. That is some tough stuff for me. That's tough.
Yeah.
But
I can't do that.
one time my friend took me to his parents or his girlfriend's parents' house. I'd never met them. And they hadn't seen each other in a while. So they're like, yeah, we're going to go hang out. But his dad offered us all whiskey before they left. He gets out some like amazing stuff he's been holding on to. And so we all drink it. I'm half a glass in. I'm gone. I'm like feeling myself. And so they leave and I'm just left there alone with her parents. And I don't know what to say. So we start talking, going back and forth. And their son was like playing at Ohio State as a lineman, and he had a very small chance of getting to the NFL. Like it's a possibility he might go to the combine or something. And so we're talking, and I start hitting him with life stuff. I don't even know these people. And I'm like, at this point, I'm gone. And I'm like, he's just gotta believe in himself, man. Like he's just gotta and I'm just so gone. And I'm like, you know, and he's just got to keep working hard. His dreams are right there around the corner. And I'm like, just sitting there, just faded out.
That's awesome.
Just left me there, dog. I'm like, what are you doing?
Believe they just left you.
Dog, they left me there. And I was like, you know what? I can talk to anybody, but it's what it is. And then, dog, when we came up to Chad's trial, the first night we walked from the hotel and we go get what's that breakfast spot? Cracker Barrel.
Oh yeah, it was right across from your hotel.
Yeah, and I get something. Kelsey said you should get this, and I drank half of it, and I've never been that fast for me. So I'm a lightweight, I guess. I'm a lightweight. I don't know what happened. And one day I could drink almost a whole bottle of vodka. And next day I had nothing left. Just gone.
Bro, you've got to keep doing it to build up that tolerance. But it's a good thing you don't drink. It's a bad habit I have that, you know, I've kind of done for quite a while, you know, ever since I was high school. But yeah, it's just I like to relax and have a drink at night.
Yeah, I'll get the wine. I was telling, you know, this is the thing, man. I'm getting a bad rep on this channel. I'll tell you why. I admitted that I like to take baths. Now I drink wine in the cup. I drink with the umbrella. Things are going wrong for me over here. I've said too much,
bro.
I've told the community too much.
Yeah, so I can picture you in a bath with a bath bomb, candles. You got a face mask on, with cucumbers over your eyes, and you're just sipping on a glass of wine.
All right, I'm going to the gym. Be back in a few hours. No, dog, I'm telling you. So Kelsey did that to me, man. She did. She taught me. She started saying, you got to try this on. I said, no, I used to never take baths. I'm like, I don't do baths. I don't do the self-care stuff. And then I started trying. I'm like, this is not bad. Yeah. This is not bad, dude. I'm not going to lie to you. Those baths are so nice. When you take an Epsom salt bath and you're sore from the gym, it's so freaking nice, bro. I'll tell you that right now.
We have a hot tub. So
yeah,
we get in the hot tub. Not in the summertime as much, but wintertime. Yeah. And then I have one of those cold pods. Have you ever done that?
The cold baths?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I've been telling Kelsey how bad I need that. I want one so bad.
When you get out.
Do you hit those like on a weekly basis, or is that just a once in a while thing?
No, so in the wintertime, I didn't do it too much this winter. In fact, I didn't do it at all this winter. But last winter, I had it right next to my hot tub. So I'd sit in my hot tub for 30 minutes, 2 cycles. And then hop in there for 2 minutes. But I had to like chip away ice because it's in the den of the winter. Wow. So I'm sitting in floating ice chunks. The temperature's like 23 degrees. And I'm trying to make it 2 minutes. And so I'm shivering, and my son is like, Dad, are you crying? I'm like, no, I'm not crying. It was cold. But it's amazing how you feel when you get out.
Yeah, dude. That's what Joe Rogan does, man. He has the ice baths. He goes out of his way, sits in there after his workouts, and he swears by them because it brings all that blood flow, brings all your blood to your heart, So that way it goes to protect your organs, and then it just basically regenerates your cells and pulls it back out when you get out. So that's the whole reason why you do it. In case anybody in the chat doesn't know what the point of it is, it basically just resets you for a minute. So you don't stay in there for like a long period of time. Mm-hmm. I've seen people who try to stay in there for long periods, and I'm like, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I do it for 2 minutes, but you're supposed to let your body temperature rise back up gradually, normally.
Right.
So I just sit there. I put a hoodie on and just sit there, and you shiver when you get out, but eventually it comes back, and yeah, it feels amazing.
Yeah. Apparently they're not feeling us on this one.
It's crazy. Torture. You guys got to try it. You guys got to try it.
You got to try it before you say anything, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I do have one question. It's not really about anything that's happened, but how do you feel now, just kind of past all this BS, man? How are you feeling?
I am feeling good, actually, Colby.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming with just getting past everything and really not having that in the back of your head, like, oh, we got a court hearing coming up, or, oh, we have this in the future. Like, it's finally done. And for me, that's refreshing. And it's like, okay, I can close that chapter. And you're probably maybe there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to close it and move forward. And like you and I talked, this tragedy that you and I were both a part of, you way more than me. I mean, you suffered a lot and you lost a lot, but that doesn't define you, and it doesn't define me. This tragedy, it's brought us together, and I'm so freaking thankful for it and grateful that we developed this friendship. But you and I are much more than this. Does that make sense?
No, and that's exactly like, that's all. It's hard to be seen. I think when you put our names together, right? Like, you go to CrimeCon, and I understand it. Like, I get all of it. But when you put our names together, the first thing I'm sure a lot of people think is that, right? That's the association. But to be recognized as, you are Ray, you're sitting here because you and I have created a relationship that's way more than anything else to do with something like with this case that happened. And that's what I think I wanted people to see. I want people to know how amazing you are as a person, that we can talk, that there doesn't have to be this association of Ray to some case. That's not who you are. That's something you went through. That's something you did, and now it's over. And so now it's amazing to see you doing well, dude. It's amazing to hear you use the word refreshed, and see you enjoying life, and not have that something just like hanging over you all the time. And I think that's what I want.
Yeah, bro. And I feel the same for you too. Like, you're not just Lori Vallow's son or Lori Vallow's surviving son, right? You're Colby, and you have your family, and you have your path, and you've come out of the ashes, basically. And you have your channel, and you're doing good, and you're helping people survive with trauma and touching lives across the United States, the nation, the world. I mean, you got followers all over the world. So yeah, when I see that, and when I hear people just refer to you as Lori Vallow's son, that's not who you are. You're much more than that.
Yeah, dude. How about after this, I'm gonna title the video, Lori Vallow's surviving son talks to Detective Ray Hermesi.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Just to get everybody in here, then we're not talking about anything to do with it. Just nothing to do with the case.
For real. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm glad you're doing good, man.
I got one big question for you. This is a real one.
Okay.
And you're not gonna like this one, man.
Oh, here we go.
This happened. I don't know how this happened. This became a real problem on this channel, but have you ever seen the movie Grease? The first one, the OG?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
Did you see the second one they made that's a spinoff?
I don't remember. I'm sure I probably have. I don't remember the second one as much as I do the first one.
I said it one time, and this community erupted like a volcano over which one's better. And I said Grease 2 is a better movie for one reason. And the reason being is that the guy chases the girl and not the other way around. And he's a gentleman. He's not a douche like Danny. And he doesn't pretend he doesn't know his girl. and he goes out and he gets his gal. And now look at this. This freaking chat just blows out of the water here. I'm telling you, man. Do you see that?
Bro, I love you to death, right? I love you to death.
Tell me where this is going right now.
You're my brother, but I gotta agree. Like Grease, the original Grease is by far the best.
Oh man, I can't get it. I'm never gonna win this one, man. I am a lone soldier.
Yeah, it's got to be the best because it's the original.
Yeah,
and it's got John Travolta. Does the second one have him?
No, bro. The only person left in the second Grease is, what's that girl's name that's like the beauty school dropout girl? Like a really far side character. She's the only one. Yes, something like that. But she's not like a main character. She's just part of the group. And then in the second one, they basically just do a whole new cast. But I'll tell you three things. One, yeah, Frenchie's in there. Okay, her name's Frenchie.
Oh, Frenchie. Okay.
Yeah. With a name like that, oh boy. Okay, now here's the thing. She's in the next movie, but the second one, they just rip the cast out. What I'll say is, though, they all look like at least that they're in high school. These dudes were in their 30s, maybe late 30s, some of them, doing high school kid. That's always gonna be my biggest thing. Come on, bro. You couldn't have got somebody within the age range of high school.
Yeah, true.
Can you put me in a high school movie if I just shaved my beard down? Maybe you could. Some people
probably. Yeah, I was just saying.
Not me.
Yeah, you probably could. No, I hear you. I now I need to watch Grease 2 just so I can give an educated opinion a little bit more.
Kelsey hates it, bro. We do real movie fights on this channel. Like, it's a big deal. And I'm still gonna watch Terminator through. I actually just watched a video about Terminator, the original. But I didn't watch the movie itself, so I kind of know what happens. But I gotta watch it, man.
The original Terminator is good, but my favorite is Terminator 2.
Terminator 2. So that's one where he comes back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I made my family watch it the other day, and they don't like it.
I made the family sit down. We're watching Terminator. Okay, then what's your favorite movie? Tell me your favorite.
Ooh. Okay, so I probably have a couple.
Okay, tell me all your top list.
Okay. Favorite movie, I would say I have Back to the Future.
Okay, that's a great movie. I like the original. Original movie is an amazing movie.
Yep. Back to the Future. I love For the Love of the Game.
Okay. Never seen it. Gotta watch it.
That's a baseball movie with Kevin Costner. So good.
I gotta see it now.
Let's see. And my probably third favorite is bro, there's so many. I love movies.
Me too. You're gonna have to come over. We're gonna have to do pop culture talks now at this point. It's just becoming a problem. I have to start making videos.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams. That's a great movie, dude.
I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
On so many levels, yeah.
But now we got to start telling each other what movies to go, and we got to start ranking these movies. Look at these people. We got some people's favorite movies are Die Hard. I asked them the other day. There's some good, some really, really good movies. Facing the Giants is a great movie, though. I'll tell you what. I have the problem for me with favorite movies is that I'm a taste person. Like, I'll change what I watch. Someone said that we gotta highlight this one. This is their favorite movie. I love it, dude. The Green Mile's a good movie. I told him, yeah, we know you're a Twilight guy. You're a New Moon guy like me. You don't have to say anything. I don't have to.
Okay, so there's a lot of people that entered that. I've never really watched the Twilight. Is it good?
Dude, the chat's gonna go crazy. Okay, let me tell you this. Is it good? Wow. Objectively, is Twilight good? I think Twilight is not. It's a specific taste. See, the problem is I grew up having to watch those movies. It didn't matter. Like I grew up, that's what we went to see at the theater. So did I think Twilight was a good movie? No, it's not good. But once you watch it and you're invested into it in a sense, like while they were coming out, like the way that my family was, and you had to go to the movies, you pick your favorite out of what it is. So my favorite was the second one, because the dude chases the girl once again. And then I was the big chunky kid, and that dude got shredded. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do nothing and do nothing but crunches, and I'm gonna have abs. Like that dude made me work out that night for
There you
hours.
go.
Like I was like, I'm gonna work out and look just like that dude. But are the movies good? This is not to knock on my Twilight fans. They're not good movies. I wouldn't say they're good unless you're like into that kind of like romance intensity of like, I don't know, man. I mean, he's a 100-year-old guy, likes a teenager. I mean, you gotta
Really?
pick. Yeah,
Isn't it like vampire stuff?
yeah, he's a vampire, but he falls in love with her. She's a normal person.
Okay.
So he's sparkly. That's what makes him like a vampire. He's like a sparkle. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain it. He's a vampire who can't go out in the sun, but the reason they make him not be able to go out in the sun is not that he would die or like something dire. He just sparkles. So it's like, oh, people would be like, oh, what's wrong with that guy? I'm like, wear a freaking trench coat and a scarf. Ain't nobody gonna know.
Yeah, for real. Have you ever seen Lost Boys?
No, I've never seen Lost Boys.
What?
I gotta get on my real culture movies,
brother. Yes.
You want to know what I grew up with? I mean, you name it. I had to watch Coyote Ugly. I had to watch Sweet Home Alabama. I had to watch all these movies that were just, I mean, I can't even think off the top of my head, but any girl movie, Bridget Jones, Diary Bridget, whatever, all that stuff, man. That was what I had to watch growing up. So the only movie I had to myself that I love that I would watch on repeat were two Adam Sandler football movies, Waterboy and Longest Yard, because they played football. Those are the two that I watched that were mine. Yeah, because I love football. And so those were like the two movies I could sneak away to watch. And then I started watching Star Wars, which was my own boy thing. And then when all the movies came out for the Spider-Man movies when I was a kid, like the Sam Raimi ones, when they first became a big deal that Spider-Man was there. So those were the things I got to watch, but everything else was like chick flick stuff.
Got you.
So I learned how to watch both throughout.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to go pour myself one more drink.
Go for it.
Hold on though. Have you watched Sandlot?
Yes.
Okay. You like Sandlot?
I've seen. The thing was, Charles gave me an education in film once I got to that house, because then they watched those types of movies. So then when I got there, I was like, oh, I can watch this stuff. He tried to make us watch spaghetti westerns, but I couldn't sit through one. I told him, like, I'm sorry, bro. This is not for me. Cowboys to me, and I'm just gonna say it. You can hate if you want. Cowboy era, most boring thing to me in the planet Earth. Not a cowboy era guy. So you're not gonna catch me with a cowboy hat and some boots.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of boring. There are a couple good ones, like, what was is it not Lonesome Dove? Maybe it is Lonesome Dove. That was filmed over this way in Wyoming. That isn't too bad.
You know that they filmed the Twilight movies right there in Washington. Not that far out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's the thing, though. That's what I'd say. That area is so beautiful, though. I'd go out there. But that's about it. They're going crazy. Gladiator is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Gladiator is good. Goonies is good. What other some 80s ones? I like the 80s music, or the 80s. Remember the Titans is a good one.
You know what? I just watched the first Rocky within the last 2 years because I started having my film education. So I had watched Creed when it came out. When Creed came out, I was like, okay, obviously Rocky's got to be good. So I love the first Rocky. They got a little corny, but I really did like the Drago Rocky, because that was when Creed 2 came out, then I went back and watched that. But I wasn't the biggest fan of some of them just because the style was so different.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really like this updated version of it, obviously. You know what I mean? But they're like, I've never seen the original Alien. Like, you know, that's a classic movie for people. I've never seen the Predator movies. I've never seen Terminator. There's a lot of like the sci-fi realm that I haven't seen that are like good ones. I watched I need a film education over here.
It sounds like you got all the good films lined up that you need to watch, because those are all good ones.
Yeah. Because that's what made cinema, right? Like some of these movies are like the ones that made cinema work. But you go grab your drink if you want, and I'll do the chat right here.
Okay, keep chatting. I'll be right back.
Okay, I got you. I've never seen them. I heard Alien 1 is one of the scariest movies ever. Bourne movies, never seen them. I don't know if I could watch Matt Damon be a bad A. Sorry. I love Matt, though. But I love him. I love him in what's the one where he does math problems? And I love him in The Martian, dude. If you haven't seen The Martian, you know how hard it is for someone to do a solo movie? Unbelievable. Jaws, classic, one of the favorites. Jurassic Park 1, great, one of the greatest movies. Yeah, I don't do scary though either. Good Will Hunting, yes, one of the greatest movies ever, honestly. How many movies are brave enough these days to make it about therapy and just normal problems? That just doesn't happen. It's always end of the world stakes. It's Hollywood, it's culture, it's all these things, but it's never grounded. Kelsey, that was in 2018. Maybe, yeah, barely 2018. Can you please forgive me for that? I thought it was going to be the next Jaws. I thought it was going to be the next Jaws movie. Man, she's still mad about the freaking Megalodon, bro.
What'd you do with the Megalodon?
I took Kelsey to go see the Megalodon, right? Because back then they tried to market the Megalodon movie as like the next Jaws. And obviously everyone knows that a Megalodon's like a 50,000 times bigger shark than a great white. And so I was like, let's go see it. Like, whatever. It's a shark movie. And she was so mad because I didn't tell her we were going to see the Megalodon before. We just kind of met everybody at the movie theater and then was like, oh, let's go see the Megalodon. But I planned it. And because I knew it wasn't forced. I just didn't tell you because I knew you'd say no. So we went and saw it, and it was one of the worst movies I've watched in a long time. So I did feel bad.
You know, they really haven't come out with good movies that I can't remember the last time I've been to a theater and watched a decent movie.
And I watched a good movie. I agree with you. Yeah. That's something I gripe about on this channel. The one thing I was going to, okay, you can tell me what you think too in the chat and tell me what you think. I love pop culture to a point where I'd love to discuss it in a psychological and general way on a regular basis. The question becomes, do we do it here on this channel or do we do it over on a different channel and just make it all about pop culture? That's the question that I ask all of you, including Ray. Is it something we do here or is it something we do somewhere else? Because it's just too prevalent on my mind.
I mean, if you ask me, I say you do it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your channel. Everybody knows where you're at. Like, yeah, I think you talk about it here, but that's up to you.
It's pop culture poppy because I got problems, man. I want to fix Hollywood for this reason. Let me ask you a question. Every movie we've watched in the last, I don't know, all the Netflix movies that Kelsey and I watch, we see it and you're like, I can tell you the whole plot from the beginning. The girl's going to fall in love with the guy. They're going to have a big fight. They're going to get back together if it's that kind of movie. You watch an action movie, it's the end of the world stakes, and they always come out on top. They never lose. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's always the same thing. You don't have good original thought movies. It's just copy-paste and starting to get on my last nerve.
That's true. Oh, I got to say this one. Okay.
Top Gun's such a great movie, bro. OG Top Gun. Did you see the new one, the Maverick one? That was a good movie too.
Good. Yeah. For a redo, like a number 2, that was a pretty good. That was
good. So I actually saw Top Gun first, or the Maverick first, and then went back and watched Top Gun because I'd never seen it either. And I like Top Gun better than the new movie. You have to remember who I grew up with.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Yeah, I do know. We need to get you some of those movies, brother. We need to sit down on a long weekend and just binge some movies.
Dude, what we could do is this. You and I could sit down, watch our movies, and give our video essay opinions about these movies.
Yeah, like Siskel Ebert.
And then what we're going to do is we could sit there and we could watch these movies and then we could tell people what we think about these redos. Because now they're starting to just copy. They don't even try anymore. They said, hey, we're just going to restart this whole thing. Let's redo Superman for the 100th time. How many Supermans have there been?
Yeah.
My gosh, bro. How many times can you have that dude restart?
Yeah, that's there's too many Supermans out. I do like some of the Batmans. There's a lot of Batmans, but I
Dude,
like
Batman's
Batman.
dope.
Yeah.
But I think when Christian Bale did Batman and he was the Dark Knight, he was an animal. He was the coolest one to me. Some people have their Batman, their definitive one that they love. The Dark Knight was, I think, the best ones because that dude was he was just a bad A. I believed him. I believed that he was a bad A.
My favorite Batman was the one with Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
First.
that's a lot of people's favorite. That's the guy who did he's the one that did that Mr. Momvit movie, huh? That actor. Yeah, I like that dude. The reason why they toast that Batman is because homie's neck was like this and he couldn't swerve his head. So they're like, dude can't even fight people because he's just like this.
He's the dude that did Beetlejuice. Do you like Beetlejuice?
Yeah, I've never seen a bit. I've never seen Beetlejuice either. I'm telling you, you're gonna make me look like I'm not a pop culture guy, but I have not
seen.
You
need to get into that movie, brother.
I know. Is it scary? Is that what it is,
no,
or is it just like he's just weird?
It's a weird kind of funny-ish. Yeah, it's a comedy, I think. But bro, Beetlejuice is a good movie.
Man, that's crazy because I have so many movies I've told Kelsey. I'm like, because she's so used to like how high quality they are now, and I agree with her. Like sometimes you watch an old movie, you're like, man, they need to remaster this at least for you to watch it because some stuff's so low def. But I got to get back on it, man. It's time for me to go back. Yeah. I got to go back and just do an education on all the film.
Kelsey, I'm putting this on you. When the kids go to bed and it's you and Colby, put on a Beetlejuice, a Terminator, something good that he can watch. Point Break. Have you seen Point Break?
I saw the remake.
Oh, brother.
Kelsey, you hate old movies. What do you mean blame you? You hate them when I turn them on. I try to turn on Alien. She doesn't want to watch scary stuff. So there's two things. We don't do scary. I've watched scary stuff, but I'm not a fan of like terrifying movies. The Shining, yeah, that's why I couldn't watch The Shining. I couldn't, there's the one with Christian Bale where he's like, I think it's called Psycho, or what's it called? It's like a very American Psycho.
American Psycho.
That's one of the like classics. I've never seen Dirty Dancing OG. I've never seen the OG Roundhouse. Yeah. I didn't watch Roundhouse because I watched the new one with Jake Gyllenhaal and I couldn't make it through it. I had to get out of there.
The Roadhouse one?
Roadhouse, yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's an OG one, but the new one was supposed to be like with Conor McGregor and Jake Gyllenhaal and all that stuff. So I was like, oh, cool, I'll watch this. I couldn't get through it.
Here's a good one. The chat probably won't like it as much. My wife hated it, but End of Watch. Have you watched that? The police movie? That's a good one.
I got to watch that. Well, it depends on like I like military movies, I like action movies, I like emotional movies, I like good characters. And like we could both, I don't know if you think Saving Private Ryan's a good movie, but I don't think it's a great movie only because you don't get any character development. Everybody's just getting popped.
Yeah.
So it's like good in the way of accuracy. But like when I think a good movie is when you spend time with the character and when something happens, you care.
Yep.
And that's the thing you don't get anymore. You don't care because within 30 minutes, you don't have any care in the world what happens to anybody on screen.
I like your chain.
Yeah.
I have one, but I hardly wear it because
I wear it all the time. You want to see? Hold on. I got to show you now. I got to show you. You haven't seen these yet.
You got the ice.
You got to see this. Hold on.
Bling.
I got to show you this.
See, look at this, dude. You guys see this? How tall he is, sitting in his little black Darth Vader lair. Like
you talking crap?
Evil, like a freaking that your setup reminds me of like Darth Maul, or a Batman thing, like Batman.
I got this. It's the back cave in here, man. I got my suits in the back.
It looks like.
All right, so look, I got this for you. I got two things for you. This is the Lion Ryan, baby. You ever seen this? Oh, unless
it's a lion head.
The Lion Ryan, baby. That's Lion Ryan. That's from Walmart. And then
awesome.
I had to go in and went to K Jewelers. It was only a crispy 400,000. Nice little diamond piece on it, man. I got this off of Amazon, guys. It's freaking plastic.
I'm like, damn, brother, you got a lot of money.
I took I was 400K on the chain though. No, I got this on Amazon for 15 bucks because everybody calls me Ice Cold. So I was like, bro, I saw this. I'm like, bro, I have to get this, bro.
Yeah, it looks good.
I gotta get it, man. I'm not gonna wear it too much because it's loud, but I had to get the chain. But yeah, I rock the chain every day, bro. Just something light. Something light.
I don't have one. I was like, wow.
That's awesome. I think you look clean in a gold chain. You probably rock both, huh? Because it's like a skin tone thing.
I got a silver one. You want me to grab it? I'll show you.
Yeah, let me see it. I gotta see the silver chain, man. Crispy 400,000. I can show you the link. This is $15 right here, baby. Woo. Yeah, this thing's plastic, but it shines. Let me see what you got. What do you think? Oh, I like that, dude.
Yeah,
you look good with that, bro. Oh, that's a nice one too.
But it's a little shorter than yours.
Yeah, mine, because I like the ones, you know how like there's a certain like ones that go too deep. I like ones that stay right there on the top of the chest because they always just don't bother you, but they're long enough. There's some guys wear like ones right around the neck. I think that one looks good too because it only sits right there. That looks good, dude.
Yeah, right here. It's a little more around the neck than lower though.
I had one that was right here too. So I think it would look good. I think you could rock it.
All right, I'm gonna have to wear it more then.
Yeah. We'll have to get you a watch to go with it.
I need a big old bling bling thing like you have too.
You want me to get you something? I'll get you something nice like this. We'll get you a 50 Shades of Ray right here. It's just gonna be a bed, an iced out bed.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, big dog.
Man, I'm excited. I'm excited for oh boy, for showing off the family jewels.
Oh, sorry. Get a grill. I almost came in here full iced out. Man. But we'll have to do some episodes together, Pop Culture Poppy, where we watch some old ones. That's gotta happen now.
Let's see. How old are you?
20, 29.
Man, what'd I give to be 29 again? You're a baby.
I know, it's crazy, huh? I feel old, man. You know, like what's crazy is like I remember on my 27th birthday, I was like, bro, there's no way. I should be like 23. You know, like you never feel the same way. So now that I'm 29 though, I do feel within my range. I feel like, okay. Kelsey used to roast me about being 30, but I'm like, you know, it is what it is. I can't change
it. Once you hit 40, you feel it, I promise you.
You feel it?
Terrible.
Day of.
It's all downhill, brother. It's all downhill.
You're not giving me hope.
I'm gonna be 47 in September.
No, the hell you're not. You're a damn lie.
No. 47.
You're not damn 47 almost. No way.
That? Can you believe
no way, dude.
Yeah. So once you hit 40, brother, it just hurts to get out of bed sometimes. No, I sleep wrong and I feel like I've been in a car crash.
Dude, I swear to you, and I'm not playing, I thought you were maybe 41 at the absolute most.
Oh, man, thank you. Yeah, no, bro.
I'm dead serious. I was like, he can't be more. 41 would be like, I'm pushing it. He's got to be probably just 40. But I was like, I met him then, so he was then. I was like thinking, I met him 5 years ago. Like I was trying to do them. I'm like, there's no way he's more than 41. There's no way, dude.
Look at all that gray.
Yeah, but see,
it's terrible. See, you don't have that yet.
I do. I got some gray in my hair. I don't tell nobody. Don't tell anybody. Well, my beard rocks a little bit different. I get some different colors, but I got some gray in the hair. Hey, fade it up, baby. Get the gray out of there, man. Get it out of there. I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, I've just stopped now because I've got so much gray. I just like whatever.
Dude, I can't believe that. Where are you dropping that stuff out there? There's no shot. We're getting called babies out here together.
Babies. I'm 47 almost.
Oh man. I'm telling you, bro, like it's funny because one thing that I know you and I talk about with fitness, like what matters to me the most is just being able to go and get at least a decent workout. That's always going to matter to me my whole rest of my life. Like I don't care if I'm doing heavy or whatever, as long as I can go in and do something and move and be able to be in shape, like that matters to me the most.
Yeah, and you know, I see guys in our gym that there's a guy named Roger that goes to my gym. He's probably 80, 82, 83,
Really?
old dude. But he's in there every day. He lifts weights, he rides the bike. I got a picture of him on my Instagram if people are friends with me on there, but he's such a good dude and he's been to the gym consistently his entire life. And
Yeah.
so when I see guys like that, it's an inspiration to me because I'm like, man, that's exactly what I want to be when I'm his age. Even if the workouts aren't like they used to be, brother, you're in there and you're moving, and that's all that
Yeah.
counts. That's all that counts.
Yeah, dude. It's a blessing to be able to do it. Like if you can still get up and go, then man, like that's my dream too. I just want to be able to go my whole life. Just be able to get up, walk on my own 2 feet, even if I just go and I don't care how simple it is, sit down and ride the bike
Yep.
or get out and ride a bike. I'll do it. So that's a blessing to be able to do it. And yeah, that's why I try not to go too crazy with lifting, but sometimes you want to challenge yourself. So like I'm at a phase where I'm like, I could either get as strong as possible going into my 30s, like right at that end of the 29 to the 30, like get as big and strong as possible. And I'm really tempted. So I think I want to just to see what would happen.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I
think you
mean?
should. I think you should because I was in my best shape probably at 35.
Yeah, see, everybody thinks your peak's 25. I'm like, no, bro, the maturity of your body's got to be. I see dudes in their 30, like 33, 34, in their best shape I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you should do it, brother. I think you should go for that. And you know, once you hit my age and you can drop those heavy weights down to just high reps and lower weight just to
Yeah.
maintain so you don't hurt your joints. But I think you should go heavy, heavy and get huge.
Yeah.
You're already big. I mean, you can get a lot, you can get bigger, but yeah, lift heavy when you can, because there's gonna come a
Yeah.
time when you can't.
Dude, I'm going to have to do it because that's my biggest thing. Like, I always want to have the lean look, but I'm like, I'm just too big to be lean. Like, when I'm lean, I have to be down in the really low 190s. And that's really skinny for me. Like, natural weight for me is over 215. Yeah, Kelsey once said the same thing. She's like, just get as big as you possibly can because your body's made to be bigger like that. But I'm always like, man. Then I see someone like freaking shredded, and I'm like, man, I want to be shredded like that dude. But I just am not built to be like, I don't have the big, huge chest and the tapered off waist and the like that the genetics for it. I have genetics though to get big.
You have genetics to get big, but the bigger you look,
Yeah.
the more shredded you look too, right? I
Yeah.
mean, you can get big and have it like a dirty bulk,
Yeah.
and you're not shredded, but you're disciplined enough to where if you got big and then cut down a little bit, you've got the height, and then you'd have the size, like you'd be a freaking monster.
And the
If
the
I saw
problem
you, if I saw you in a dark alley, I would run the other way.
That's how I feel about you though. My thing is, bro, I'm right now, I'm sitting at 220 and I just feel like I either got to get up to like 230, 240, or I got to cut. That's where I'm at exactly right now.
So when are you going to decide what you're going to do?
I'm right here. You tell me what you think.
Bro, I think you go big
Just get
because
big.
you have all this other time that you could shred, right?
Yeah.
You have all that time where you're doing like higher reps, lower weight.
So when you bulk, what do you rock with? Like if you're gonna go bulk right now, do you dirty bulk or you try to just go up your calories?
So when I was in my best shape at 35, it was clean.
Yeah.
I was eating clean. I was taking probably 200 to 220 grams of protein a day. I was counting calories. I was counting macros. I was doing the whole thing because I wanted to I wanted to see let me see
Yeah.
how big I can get, right?
Yeah.
But the older I got, I did that for and my bench went up from, I mean, I was benching, the highest I benched was 395.
Man, gosh dang. You hit
395.
395.
I tried to get to 400 so many times, and
Oh,
that 5 pounds, I could never do it. I could never do it. And it drove me nuts.
dude, I think my highest is I think I hit 270, and that was when I was young though. I've never even tried for the strength again. I've never gone that route because I've been basically just lifting for maintenance and mental health. But if I tried to like say I'm getting shredded or I'm going to get big, I don't know if I'd hit 395, dog.
You
That's
could.
crazy.
You could, brother. You could easy. And because you're so much more ahead of the game than I was. Like, you've been lifting for a lot longer in
Yeah.
your 20s than I had. So I think you can hit it. And you could do the dirty bulk, right? I mean, it's going to put on size and strength. It's just going to be harder to cut when you want to cut, or you
Yeah.
could do it clean. But I think you try to get as big as you can and lift as heavy as you can and see what happens. I think
Yeah.
you'll be surprised. I think you'll be
Yeah, man, that's crazy because I mean we're eating pretty clean right now. Like we just bought a bunch of so I'm really trying my best to eat clean and like see what I can do eating clean for once because I've always struggled with diet, bro. I don't know if you struggle with diet, but I've always been like I'm a sweet tooth guy, bro. You give
Me
me a
too.
treat. Like I have a little treat wife. You know, they say you either have a Gucci purse wife or a little treat wife. So they either say, I want to go get a purse, or she comes up to you at night and goes, I want a little treat. And then you say, yeah, me too. What do you want? What do you want to get?
Yep. Yep.
I'm a little treat dude. So I'm like, I'm gonna go get myself something if not. So I'm really trying to eat clean. But yeah, dude, now I want to do it. Now I just gotta go fill the shirts out, get as big as possible.
Yeah, bro, you can get huge. And I'm the same way. I love treats at night. I love snacks. I love cookies and pastries. Like,
Oh yeah.
at night I could eat that all night long, sitting
Yeah,
there
dude.
watching TV.
Yeah. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, what's your go-to TV show or go-to movie? What are you
Okay.
watching at night?
At night, my wife, she'll say that she hates the show, but I love it. Every night I watch King of Queens.
King of Queens is a great show, dude.
Dude, every single night. And I've seen the episodes so
Yep.
many times I could recite every single one of them.
Yeah, you know
And
everything about it.
she gets so irritated, like, oh my gosh, this again. But
Yep.
it's just like my go-to comfort, right? You know what I mean? See, told
I
you.
love it, bro. Hey, guess what? Mine, The Office. It plays on my phone. And it's literally, like you said, every word, everything verbatim. But it's just, I don't know. You just turn it on in the background.
Yeah.
Every time you can watch it. It doesn't ever get old.
Yep. Yep. Same thing. King of Queens. I could watch that all the time. The one I do like to watch now that my go-to is, have you ever watched Bosch on Amazon Prime?
Uh-uh.
It's a good detective. It's about an LAPD detective, and it's pretty realistic. There's a lot of cop shows that aren't realistic.
Yeah.
That's pretty realistic. So I like that too, quite a bit.
Let me ask you a question. Now that you said that, does it drive you nuts when you're watching something that's super unrealistic? Does it drive you nuts?
But Christy's like, shut up. It's a TV show. I'm like, there's no way they can do that fast. There's no way they can get DNA like that. Or no, those are poor tactics. Like, there's nobody that's gonna ever do that.
Right.
So she gets irritated. Yeah.
Oh man. And I'm the same way with other things. That's why I ask you, because Kelsey's like, Colby. And you're just saying stuff that's just so irrelevant, has nothing to do with it. And I'm like,
Yep.
I'm someone, bro, I catch everything that people say. So I'll be like, well, they didn't say they were going to leave there later. They didn't say that they didn't say, how did he get over there? Like, I just point everything out. She's like, just enjoy it. Just shut up about it too. And I'm imagining there's no way there's that many shots in a gun. That's the one that gets me every time. How did you get that many shots off in that scene? It pissed me off.
You got a wheel gun that's shooting 20 rounds. You're like,
you got a pistol, and you took 4 at him. He took 5. Now you took this guy, and you haven't unloaded one. You've never one time reloaded. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, Count your rounds, brother. Like that's not even close to being realistic.
So the one you're watching though is pretty realistic.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance, Bosch is awesome. They have a couple spin-offs. There's one called Bosch Legacy, which has to do with his daughter, and then there's one that I just watched called Ballard.
Okay.
That's super good too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love those. Good books too. They're good books.
I love military stuff. I've always been someone who's I'm unbelievably fascinated by the way that SEALs and special units work. I don't know why. Because there's two ways, the two things that get me are the way that detectives follow something and figure something out, and then the tactical art of war, that what you do when you get there and how you would actually execute those situations. That's the stuff that gets me, man.
Yeah.
You know,
we could talk a whole session on that stuff, but
yeah,
but it is super interesting, and a lot of the tactics and things that the military does,
yeah,
police do as well.
Yeah, but see,
so it's pretty interchangeable. Other than like those guys can shoot their gun a lot easier than we can, of course.
Yeah,
engagement are different, but
rule engagement and different places,
yeah,
things of that nature. Yeah, and that's what I've heard, and like that's the thing that always interests me about like what positions you're in, because if you're someone who's, if you hear a lot of the special operators, they do stuff at night, they swim in, they know what they're going after, it's very specific. You don't always probably have the element as someone who pulls up on the scene to have an element of that kind of pre-planning out. It doesn't always work that way, I'm assuming.
No, it doesn't. But if we can make it work that way, of course we will. It's the safest and the more intel we can get. So a lot of our special operations that we do at night, because
really,
that's a huge element, the cover of darkness, right? And yeah, so a lot of that stuff is the same. But what I was going to say, Colby, is if you ever stop being a public influencer or doing your YouTube channel, I can see you being a first responder, whether it's a cop or EMS or military. Like you have that nature about you that you really don't teach. Like you can't teach people that. It's just it's there or it's not. But you have that. Well, so dude, think about that. I think you'd be great at it.
Yeah, dude. And thank you. I think that's what makes me so interested in it. Like when being able to talk to you about it, seeing the similar, there's something about it that's intangible. And I'm not saying I have what you have, but you know what I'm saying? Like there's something that you can easily connect on. Like I always wanted to be a SEAL. I know that would be incredibly hard. That was a goal of mine. And then I thought I was going to try to be a Ranger. And then I was going to go into all different. That was always the goal of mine. If I wasn't going to be an athlete, I was going to be in the military, or I was going to do something else. Right. And that's what Kelsey is like. I told her, I'm like, sometimes I just have a mind for that stuff. But I think the thing that gets me the most is really just how people respond in that. Not everybody can respond to those situations, man. That's my biggest fear too. Like, how would I respond to a moment like that? How do you keep your brain going while you're in that moment?
And Colby, I think everybody has the exact same question when they start until you get into that moment.
Yeah.
And then you see how you react. Like you train and train and train and train, but all the training in the world, when you get in that realistic moment and you hit that fight or flight, or you're in chaos and everything is going super fast around you, but your mind is slowing everything down so where you can make split-second decisions. That's when you see how you can handle it. And when you handle it like you should, which I know you would, because you have that, I think that's when you're like, okay, man, I can do this job.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you'd be great at it. And that's the weird thing too with military and police is a lot of times you're craving the chaos.
Yeah.
Because it's where you find the most peace, right?
Yeah.
When it's peaceful and there's nothing going on, you feel like you're worthless and you're not being used and utilized like you should, until chaos erupts and people are running and screaming. And like, okay, this is where I operate. the
Yeah.
best is during that chaos. And I think you would have that exact same thing.
Yeah, dude. And the weird thing is I've never been in that 100% chaos, but I totally understand because a part of you knows that's where you know how to be. That's where you know how to think. It's like something turns you on. Not turns you
Yeah.
on, but turns something on in you
Yeah.
that gets you going. It doesn't turn you on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're something does wake up, and that makes a lot of sense. And I think that's why I'm addicted to listening to it, because something about hearing how people handle situations, especially rules of engagement to me, and like the specific engagement things that people go over overseas, it makes a lot of sense. And it's like there's something about that psychologically that's always interested me. And that's what's interested me about like kind of what you do as well. Like those things that you face, and like you're on both sides of the coin where you're figuring things out, and then you also have to be the one that pulls out and handles the situation up front. That to me is like badass, dude. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like that's what's so
And
badass about it.
and the military, like when you hear about military guys, like they come back from war and they're finally happy to be with their family, but then they're craving to go back.
Yeah.
It rewires your brain. And the same thing with police, it rewires your brain. So you're craving that adrenaline. Your body gets
Yeah.
so used to that adrenaline and operating at that high level with adrenaline that when you're not there, it's a weird feeling. Like, why am I here? You know what I mean? It,
Yeah. I've heard it, dude. All of them say the same thing. They would literally say, I can't wait. I couldn't wait to get back overseas. I don't know. I just couldn't be here. Like I felt like I was literally, like you said, like I'm doing nothing. I'm not helping anybody being here. Even though you're there, you're presently, they're like, I'm not here. I'm
yep.
literally, I need to be in the field doing something that actually is changing something. That's something that I was like, wow, dude, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's a different beast trying to retrain your brain after something like that and realize that, okay, I still have duties and responsibilities here that may not be as high stressed
Yeah.
and in the chaos, but you're needed here just as much as you were in the other place. But
Okay.
yeah,
So
those
here's,
guys, those military guys are badass, man. I have the utmost respect for those guys.
yeah, I do too, man. Cause it can't be easy. I got a big question. You don't have to answer this. Okay.
Okay, let's
The
hear it.
big question is, because you have that feeling, like I get it. I understand what you're saying with that adrenaline. Have you thought about what your next step is that keeps you engaged after retirement?
I've thought a lot about that because I have like 4 years and some change left before I retire.
Right.
And that's really actually that's a good question, Cole, because it concerns me a little bit. And I really haven't talked about it with a lot of people, but I worry that when I retire, I'm going to feel like, what am I doing? I'm not being utilized like I should.
Right. Your skill set. You're not using your skill set.
Exactly. My
Yeah.
skill set. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
But then when I talk to the retired guys that I've worked with, especially in the Daybell stuff, and those guys that retired after that, they're like they felt that way for a certain period, and then they kind of transition from that to civilian life,
Yeah.
and it kind of goes away. So I'm hopeful it goes away, and I can just be an Uber driver and drive people around and
Yeah.
talk to people. But it
Yeah,
does,
dude.
it's a concern for me for sure, because even now with the cases that we handle, and this is probably bad of me to say, but I'm like, it doesn't feel like I'm doing much.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? When
No,
you're
and I get it.
dealing with just those type of, the frauds, the sex cases,
Right.
the burglaries. When
Right.
you work those cases like we did with Daybell, and you're so ingrained and it's a big, huge case,
Yeah.
it's hard to transition from that to going back to just the other
Right.
stuff.
Well, like you said, I think what I've tried to say too for anybody who I've from my personal observation is like people would understand like the level of people even talk about deployments in the military, like one being boring and then one being this, right? That level of adrenaline that you had, like you said, the investment, the amount of like getting you engaged and using who you are, your instincts, everything in your body's turned into like the highest form, right? That's what I think people might not understand if you haven't been in that position, right? Because it's like it's like people who are like athletes. I've asked the same question. Like if you're a high level athlete, an NFL player, and you get hurt and you can't play, what do you do? Because those guys don't know what to do with themselves. So like 27 years old and they can't play in the NFL anymore. What do? All they've ever done is play football. So it's the same exact idea to me. It's like, how do you keep yourself engaged? And it's an important thing, man, because you have to have that passion and something that gets you going, man, that you deserve that, because that part of you still exists. It's not like retirement is going. I know a lot of guys do golf. That's never going to be me. I'm not good at golf.
You got to at least try it one time.
No, Kelsey's amazing. She's really into it. And guess who else is amazing? Riley. Riley cool. Naturally is an athlete. So they're into it. I wish I could be good at it. I would do it. It's probably a very challenging thing, but I'm very I'm into the chaos as well. Like I'm the basketball, football player. Like I need the back and forth and the fight. Like I love like boxing and stuff too. So like my biggest thing is engagement and how do I get out of it? How do I win? While someone's full on trying to get me though. Yep. That's something to me that just gets me going, is that exact thing. Exactly what you talked about, is that high level pressure, you know? Yeah. So I totally get what you're coming from.
And what I've done now is I've kind of focused on, it's interesting to me to get people to confess and to open up to a crime, knowing full well that what they tell me, they're going to be put in jail for. But the interesting part to me is getting a human being and manipulating the situation into them feeling comfortable enough to tell you what's going on in that stressful environment, and you're kind of like a chameleon, right? I mean, you're just kind of blending in, and you have a goal at the end. It's like playing chess.
Right.
To me, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like that. I mean, I'm not going to bring up like case stuff, but I've only watched you do it one time and talk. And it was with Melanie Gibb, because I never watched the back and forth, but I saw exactly what you're talking about. And I was like, man, that's different, because that's a whole nother level. And that's what made me laugh so hard, because like I've met you guys before, so I'm like, you guys are doing such a good job too. Like, you know, it's fine. Just let's just talk. You know, let's just have a conversation. I'm like, yeah, get her.
That's why I think you get it, and I think you'd be good at that. So don't ever consider that, or don't ever close that door, Colby. Mm-hmm. Keep that open, and always keep that consideration, because I think that would be a good calling for you.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've always kept it open, that idea, because I've always wanted to help people, and two, I've always wanted to engage in something that always is making people's lives better. And I know that is. We got a question for you though. Ray, have you thought about teaching new recruits on and pass on your lifetime of experience?
Ooh, good question. I have. To me, there's a lot more intelligent people out there that can teach probably better than I can. I have a lot of experience. I've done the job for 25. When I retire, it'll be 29 years. And I'd love to be able to teach that experience. But, when I get to that point, I think there's going to be a time where I just want to be out of it.
Yeah.
And be done and close that chapter and kind of move on. But there are a lot of guys and gals that are a lot smarter than I am, and have just as much experience with stuff that could probably do a better job of teaching. But I have thought about teaching. Yeah. I mean, I just, I don't know. It depends on when I get there, what I feel like in 4 years.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, it's hard because, like you said, you also, at some point, you are going to want to hang up that part of it. Right. Yeah. And you can give back to let's call it the game or whatever you want to call it, the service. You want to give that part back in some way, but when you want to. But at some point you are going to be like, dude, it's time to kick back in the speedo. It's time to get my whiskey with some freaking with some rocks on it. I'm gonna need my umbrella and I'm gonna chill.
Bro, when you come to my house, you're gonna see me in the front lawn in a kiddie pool with 10 inches of water, me and my Speedo with a little drink in my hand. And I'm gonna do it, especially when you get there.
Oh, you imagine that picture. My favorite picture ever, the idea is you and I when we were in downtown Phoenix. Nobody knows about this. And you and I were full suited up right after court, and we were riding our birds down the Phoenix thing right after court together. Would have been the greatest picture ever taken. So much fun, dude. That was so fun, man.
We jumped on those scooters and we went. And we were hauling butt too.
We were hauling. People were walking by us, and I'm like, Ray, I don't know how to stop this thing. I'm going like 30.
we were cruising. Yeah, that was a blast. We need to do that again.
I know, dude. I know. That was so much fun. We'll definitely have to get something like that going again, man. But we'll have to come up to you guys because you guys got a lot going on. Like, we can go have fun up there. There's so much more outdoor stuff to do. You can't enjoy it here until it's winter. You just can't enjoy it in Phoenix until it's nice.
Yeah, and like I said, brother, like anytime you want to come up, we got that place. And yeah, come up. I don't know if you guys want to come up in the winter, if your kids would like to snow, or if you want to come up in the summertime. But anytime. There's a lot to do up here in the winter, summer, fall. I mean, there's always stuff.
That's what I'm saying. You guys have seasons. We get none of that down here. We get hot or 60s, which is that's when you go. In Phoenix, when you live here, you literally go out when it's the winter because that's the only time you can function in a normal environment. So that's when you go hiking. That's when you do all that stuff because it doesn't get that cold. So when it's nice here, we'll do it back and forth. We'll come up there for the snow.
Perfect.
Look, the girls are gonna love it. Carter would love it. They got to see the snow, and then we'll come. Yeah. And then you will have to have you come down here. We'll be riding those freaking birds around Phoenix, just going all over the place.
It's awesome. I'm excited. Yeah, brother, dude. Come up here.
I know. I can't wait. Can't wait to meet you at Crime Con. Oh man, it's gonna be fun. I told you, man. We got a lot of people who are gonna be there.
So how are we gonna know who all these people are? Because we just have their handles. So you guys are gonna have to tell us.
Yes, introduce yourself with your name and possibly with your handle.
Yep.
Because if some people don't want to be known online, just tell us in person who you are. You can say, my best friend is a dingo. And then we say, okay, nice to meet you. Say your real name. Yeah, exactly. I know. Oh, you're going to see us out there. We're going to be chilling. We're going to be trying to have fun. We're going to walk around for sure. I might have to get us some security though. Get us some security around us. Say, hey, whoa, slow down. You can't be coming up. You can't be coming up on Ray here. You can't be touching these biceps, man. That's not something we can do.
Yeah, we ain't gonna need any security. What we should do is rent some tuxes like Dumb and Dumber.
Just the most flamboyant tuxes on the planet.
Hell yes, and just walk up and down there. Absolutely,
you can't miss us. That's what we should do the panel in. We should do both.
Bro. That would be sweet.
I'd do it, and Nate would be pissed.
He would be pissed. He'd kill us if we walked up like that.
Oh my gosh, dude!
No, I'm excited, man. It's gonna be such a good time.
Me too, man. And we'll have fun with that. I told everybody we were planning on doing a little vlog, and obviously, I would rather ask you if you're okay with the vlog. We talked about that, so like, that's something that I think people here can enjoy because I don't know how you get a hold of the footage. Some people want to watch our panel, but that's not something that I know too much about. I know that they're going to record it and I don't know how that works. So I've just said, I'll do what I can to get a little behind the scenes, see how we're doing, how we're feeling, but nothing to do with the actual panel itself.
Yeah. Get that vlog going and show people what it's like.
Yeah.
Show them that behind the scenes stuff. And when we're hanging out, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. That way they can know kind of what it's like. So I've never been either. And I know you've never been, so we have no idea what we're walking into.
Yep.
So nobody come up and try to get us all scared. Let's all be friends. We can't touch any biceps. I know.
Colby's biceps are a lot bigger than mine. Trust me.
By that point, the next 2 weeks, I'm doing nothing but curling hundreds. That's it. There's no middle ground.
That's the crazy thing. The heaviest I go with curling is 25 pounds.
Really? Is it just to burn out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just roast it.
I just built up to the point where I can actually do 45s to 50s. I mostly do 45s. When I do the 45s, though, I'm really intentional. I've told Kelsey, and this is something I've always stressed, is like if you're rocking so much, like you see people who do too much of a rock, that means your whole body can't handle that. I make myself stand as straight as possible, put my elbow in, lock my elbow, and curl it nice and slow, and don't drop the weight. And so I just worked up to that the last like 2 years. So
Awesome.
yeah, it's just taking
Bro,
time.
40 pounds, that's a lot of weight to curl on one.
Yeah, the 50s are my most challenging one right now. Like
Good for you.
it makes your forearm get burnt out just as much. So I like it. I like to be able to do maybe 3 or 4 and then be done rather than hit my long,
Yep.
easy curls. Okay. I think
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
I think we're gonna have to end the live here. Block that person, whoever that is.
Kelsey
But
can be our security, absolutely.
she'll be the security. We'll let Carter be the security. That dude's thicker than anything. Should see those boys' thighs. That boy works out.
I can't wait to see Carter.
Dude, he's a monster. If anybody's gonna make it to the league, it's him. He's got a really good chance. He is big. He might be a lineman. He might be the best tight end. If he stays as built as he is right now, he would be an easy tight end. Stupid athletic.
If he gets your height, heck yeah.
Dude, I'm hoping, like, usually I've heard that most sons pass up their dads by at least 2 inches.
So how is Kelsey tall like you? I can't remember.
She's 5.
She's taller.
She's 5'9", and I'm 6'2". So I'm hoping he'll get to be at least 6'4" to 5.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, if he gets there, he's got a chance. Yeah. He's got a real chance because I'm gonna have that boy. I want him to try everything, so I'm gonna have him doing football, and then we'll have him doing some baseball. I really want him to try baseball because I didn't really try baseball, and try basketball, and do it for as long as and then he'll figure out what he's passionate about. Hopefully he'll like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But we'll get him do it. If Carter plays on the Raiders, Ray's gonna be his biggest fan, and I'm gonna bring him to the game.
Absolutely.
If we get on the Raiders, Ray's gonna be at every game that he wants to be at. Because
heck yeah, I'll have his jersey. I'll wear that thing all day long. Raiders, especially Carter on the Raiders.
Carter on the Raiders, it's over.
Heck yeah.
Carter looks like Kelsey, man. Well, Ray, my brother, thank you. I'm so glad we got to talk and just hang out. I think it's a beautiful thing to see you and who you are as a person. I'm so glad that people in the community also got to see it, because you're so much more than a case or a detective on a case or anything of that nature. So I'm really grateful that we got to do this together and hang out, man. We could talk all night.
Absolutely, brother. You're one in a million. I appreciate your friendship. You've been awesome. Yeah, we could talk about it. We can go till midnight doing this stuff.
Easy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm excited to see you and hang out with you at CrimeCon. It's going to be awesome. You guys come see us. Give those likes to Colby. Let's see all those hearts coming up. Support Colby. Kelsey, thank you. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, man. We love you, and we're going to have a lot of fun at CrimeCon. So for you guys who are watching, like I told you, we're planning on doing some vlog stuff. So we'll have that out for you once it's over. So just give us a little bit of time, but we'll have it. But yeah, man. We'll see you guys later. Love you. Have a great night.
Thanks, guys. Love you.